I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world a better place we so passionately dreamt of. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. Many people in this country have paid the price before me and many will pay the price after me. Don't judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. It is not our diversity which divides us, it is not our ethnicity, or religion or culture that divides us. Since we have achieved our freedom, there can only be one division amongst us between those who cherish democracy and those who do not. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. It is in the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. It always seems impossible until it's done. If there are dreams about a beautiful South Africa, there are also roads that lead to their goal. Two of these roads could be named goodness and forgiveness. It is in your hands, to make a better world for all who live in it. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Sometimes, it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. The power of education extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation. If there is one appeal I could make, it is that young people must take it upon themselves to ensure that they receive the highest education possible so that they can represent us well in future as future leaders. I have never cared very much for personal prizes. A person does not become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning awards. When people are determined they can overcome anything. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. Greed and power has turned brother against brother. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. The habit of attending to small things and of appreciating small courtesies is one of the important marks of a good person. You may succeed in delaying, but never in preventing the transition of South Africa to a democracy. As a leader of a mass organization, one must listen to the people. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I knew as well as I knew anything that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. Significant progress is always possible if we ourselves try to plan every detail of our lives and actions. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. I have a special attachment to the people who befriended me during times of distress. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Those who conduct themselves with morality, integrity and consistency need not fear the forces of inhumanity and cruelty. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front.